Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm MaryAnne. You're watching MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings for the day. Today is actually December 30th, so there's 2 more days in this year. 2 more days! The peace sign, 2 more days. And so what I'm doing for the remainder of this month is I'm doing the bonus readings. For those that are new, I'll do a small, short description. I picked 2 sun signs, and then the first one being the featured sun sign, and the second being the highlighted sun sign. So the highlighted sun sign really means that I'm going to read 3 additional tarot and astrology meanings behind the messages for you under 3 major categories. And then I finish the reading with 3 of my beautiful oracle divinations and messages that come through strictly for love and encouragement and wisdom and information about your connections of all kinds. So this is about every connection you may have with this featured sun sign. Let's figure out who they are first and foremost. So for those that are coming back, thank you so very much. I really, truly appreciate your support, and I always will. And the first sign, well, we just did that yesterday. We are going to pass. I did a beautiful reading for the Capricorn Virgo, who it was also a reading they had only like 4 days ago, but Spirit needed that for their bonus, so they got it. So we've got Sagittarius for the featured, and we had done that a few days ago as well. We're going to pass on that. We're going to all new featured for this bonus. And so we've got, ooh, it's a toss-up. Let's go with Taurus, because we did Aries as well with Sagittarius. So we got Taurus. Yes, that's a featured sign for today. And then the highlighted for Taurus will be Pisces. Fantastic. Well, I have not done that as a bonus reading in the last 4 or 5 days. So we're definitely going to do that. And just know that the love I'm speaking of and the connections are all inclusive. So if you are in this particular relationship with this Pisces Taurus, or you have a wonderful friend, you know, or a work partner, or, you know, an animal or a relative in this connection, you'll know what I'm speaking of. It's specifically for you in the messages. And if you don't, stick around, because all the other zodiac signs in connection to Taurus will get some messages through the oracles. So yes, Taurus is a beautiful earth sign. We're in the season of Capricorn, so I'm pretty sure that a lot of Tauruses have great friends with Capricorn, both being earth elements. And like all earth elements, there's a definite, dedicated, very, very strong desire to achieve, to succeed, to stay the beaten path, to fully immerse yourself in whatever you're doing, you know, with everything you have, and the patience of an angel, like a lot of people look towards and only wish they had sometimes, myself included. But just this beautiful, grounded, earthly kind of energy that comes from the earth signs and the earth element of Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And just, Tauruses are a fixed sign, so they're very, very, very set in their opinions and their ideas, and they're not easily swayed. But when they have their mind set on a relationship, on their specific business or their ideal or their, dream, vision, whatever it is, they're not going to waver from that. And there's something so beautiful and attractive as far as I'm concerned, because there's this continual, regulatory kind of structure about them, that they just keep it going and they keep it going, and they just, before you know it, they've built this incredible empire or great masses of wealth. Especially with Taurus, they are known as the money sign. They are ruled by Venus. Venus is definitely about beauty. It's definitely about love. It's about art, and it's about money. It's about creativity. It's all those magical things we feel from this wonderful influence of the Venetian planet of Venus. And being ruled by that is pretty awesome. And it definitely caters to, as I said, the desire to live in luxury, to manifest that in our lives, no matter how long it takes or how much we have to put into it, eventually it pays off, right? Because if you are that dedicated, you will see results. And that is exactly what you will find, and what I have found many times with Taurus. As a side note, Tauruses are definitely known to be extremely capable of voicing things. They have beautiful voices. They can be amazing singers. That's part of their gift. As far as the body part that they rule, they do have to watch sometimes for, maybe issues with the throat, but they can make amazing disc jockeys. They're very capable of good communication in all sorts of areas. Once again, very, very capable of being money savvy. They are very intelligent that way. They are very just innately aware of the importance of money and how to manage money, how to invest money. So they tend to be in careers regarding finances as well. But they love nature. They love the earth. They're the salt of the earth, right? What you see is what you get. They definitely are pretty much just, they're not really into the frilly kind of facades and all that sort of thing. They can be kind of low-key and in the background a lot of times, or very much out forward, and depending on their other planetary aspects. But a true, definite loyal friend, and in a relationship, they're in it for the long haul. So if you have, and I've seen this throughout many, many years, and you read about it all the time, if there is an influence in your chart, or if you are in connection with earth signs in your life, it's going to be a long, long thing. They're not fly-by-night kind of relationships. If they don't like you and they decide it's over, then it's pretty much over. But while enjoying and learning and growing with these people that they love, or friends and family and loves, they will be in it for a lifetime. That's a pretty awesome thing. A lot of people want that and need that. And certainly when it comes to friendships, right? And then you have Pisces. So Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac. Pisces is the water element. And I've always said the combination of earth and water is extremely harmonious. And they absolutely help each other in so many ways, though very different. Very, very synchronistic. Water helps to moisten the soil for planting the seeds, and the amazing, incredible manifestations that can come from that, getting your hands, in there, and well, when it comes to Pisces, they're extremely creative. So I'm in my mind, I'm going off, excuse me. But I see the Piscean being a mutable sign and very adaptable and changeable, and very psychic, very spiritually oriented, very soul type of people. They're very, very much about love, very much about compassion, caring. They're very, very impressionable, and they take on a lot of people's energies, and they're very sensitive to that, very psychic and intuitive. Very old souls is what they'd say about the wonderful Pisces. And so I see the molding, as I was starting to say earlier, of the water and the earth together, like clay almost, and just making it work into something so beautiful. And just enough. You don't want to put too much water, you don't want too much earth, but just that beautiful, simpatico kind of energy that can go with these two. And just the love alone, it can be so, so wonderful, so passionate, both of you are passionate in your own right. And yeah, and then Pisces is actually in older mythology, known as being ruled by Jupiter. So Jupiter is an amazingly optimistic and opportunist type of planet, which is right now gone in from Capricorn to Aquarius as we're speaking, and we'll be in that for the remainder of 2021. But it's an honor to have Jupiter in your sign, and if you've had that as a ruling planet, this is a beautiful thing. This is a person you want to feel and be around, because they tend to make you feel good about yourself. And that's what Pisceans want to do for you, Taurus. So I know you know this, and I know that sometimes that oversensitivity might be misunderstood by other people, but not you, Taurus. I think you're very understanding, and you're going to be there, and you're going to support and keep that Piscean energy grounded, right? The watery aspect that kind of just wants to go and flow and go with the flow, as they say. I love this a lot. I love this this meeting of these two beautiful souls, and I see it all the time. So yes, I hope that you're feeling beautiful at this time of the year, that you've had some wonderful holiday festivities that you could share, and your love is definitely grown throughout this year, because if you've gotten through this year, you can get through pretty much anything, right? And that really shows the test of time in relationships. So I'm glad that I pulled this as a bonus today, because it shows me a lot of real deep kind of authentic love, which I'm feeling right now as I'm speaking about these two. But now I'm going to read to you what Spirit and the messages come through with the Tarot and astrology combined, which I really love. And I'm using the Tarot to the end of the month of the Connolly Tarot deck. Beautiful, vibrantly colored and illustrated deck. And then I'm going to go on and I'll explain the oracle messages afterwards. But so the first card and category is always the overall energy, the love between, the connection between, whatever it may be, of these two. And where you are at this very moment, you know, the catalyst that basically led you to this reading today. And you have the Eight of Pentacles. Whoa, there you are. There's the earth. There is the coins. There is the wealth. There is the hard work, determination that Taurus is evidently bringing to this relationship. And Pisces, trust me, Pisces are very, very hardworking. I mean, when they start something, they don't give up either. So even in their own way, in their element of how they go about it, I mean, the Piscean just puts their heart and soul, right, and their feeling and their energies of ability to see and foresee and know trends ahead of time, understand the currents of life, you know. And the Taurus being very, very grounded and rooted and stubborn in a way of just unparalleled determination, right, is showing in this message. That is where you are. That is what you are led to. You're actually feeling quite comfortable in all your practical affairs. You only see it growing, and beautiful, beautiful elements that can come in and aspire and inspire you will absolutely happen for you in 2021 with this indication and this message for you. So that's fantastic. And, you know, it's not to say that you are, you know, completely set and you're not concerned or anything. None of that is part of that. What I'm emphasizing is the optimism and the beautiful aspects of where you are and where you are reaching and where you choose to go. And you've done extremely well to this point. So that is beautiful. And then the next category is the possible blessings or obstacles for the two of you. And let's see what that has to say and what Spirit wants to share with that. Oops, I pulled two. Woo! The World. Oh, man. The last card in the Tarot deck. Incredible changes, right? Incredible endings. I mean, how perfect at the end of this year, right? After this specific year. The world is your oyster. I mean, where do you want to go from now? Where do you want to continue to build? Do you want to stay here together? Do you want to move? A lot of movement always represents the World card, like literally, figuratively moving. From one home to another, from another business to another, you know, maybe even country. I mean, it could literally be that. It's time travel, but it's also in our minds, imagining and allowing. And if it's not happening this moment, which obviously isn't for a lot of people, it's something that you're aspiring to, something you're really keeping in your heart. Maybe those of you who are at retirement stage, you're like, okay, you know what? Let's do it. Let's sell this place and let's go to, you know, an undetermined destination that you've thought about and really, really dreamed about for a long time. And now it's finally come. This is beautiful. It's a portal. It's a portal into whatever you would like it to be. You've got this, the song, what is it? I've got the whole world in my hands. That's where you're going. Definite changes have occurred and will continue to occur, but it's absolutely beautiful. And you've got this woman just like, I'm ready. You know, I believe and I trust, and I'm making this happen, and I'm excited. And I would love to know if that's actually happening, if you want to share with me. And if you have not subscribed, I would absolutely appreciate you pushing that subscribe and like button. And if you're resonating, all the more reason so you can keep coming back, because I'm here every day. And generally what happens is, you know, starting the 1st of January 2021, I will start with this Aries, you know, as the featured sign, and I go in an orderly way till Pisces with a undetermined highlighted connection. That comes that moment, you know, Spirit lets me know that day, but you have an idea of the schedule that way. And so that's what we'll be doing. But yeah, that is, it would be great to have you come back. That's all I'm going to say about that. You're always very welcome. And so the last category is the category of finances, because, well, it means a lot to Tauruses. I'm going to be honest. You know, this is what you work your heart and soul. It means a lot to everybody. So I can't just single you out this time, Taurus. Pisces is right there with you. You both have really put your heart and soul into whatever it is you're doing. You know, it's really important and it's very deep, and I see that already in the messages. So let's see what's happening, if not on a, you know, financial specifically, but once again, your surroundings, your comforts, your job, what's looking like is going to happen today and moving into the new year. You have the 3 of Swords. Well, this has been a and it's reversed, which I like. And I normally was never reading reverses, and then I read and saw a very, very well-known, reputable spiritual teacher say, the reverses are absolutely messages too. You don't want to miss those. They're there to indicate guidance and share with you what you need to know. And when I heard that, I was like, oh, okay. Now, when it's in reverse, it tends to lessen the effect, or, well, let me just explain to you. We're talking the 3 of Swords, and this is the air element. And that's what's going to be extremely, extremely predominant in 2021 and for the next 20 years and onward. We have the Grand Junction, you must have heard of if you're on this channel and you're spiritually inclined, a change that hasn't happened for 800 years, that we get to be a part of, and will remain a part of until we are no longer on this planet. So it is a huge change. It's from Earth and the practical and everything I explained about Taurus and the energies there, which will still be with us, of course, but the predominance will be air, the mind, speaking, connecting, truth, justice, fairness for everybody, you know, and it's about ways to evolve and to correct situations that needed correcting. Talking, and like I said, just more community-based, just and inventions coming through, and science, and all the wonderful things that the mind creates, right? The 3 of Swords is definitely indicating a past hurt, a past, I want to say, definitely let down, confusion in regards to communication, regarding your money, just, you know, just left with just such disparity and a lack of clarity. The 3 has to do with other people, so maybe institutions, maybe the government, all the things that make perfect sense, right, in this time, but it's reversed. So what it's saying is that is definitely leaving, and being left in 2020. All that's working towards you now is far more clarity, far more precision in how you connect with others, how you're being told about what needs to happen in a truthful, fair manner. So this is so important to hear. And so you've got the Pentacles assuring you that what you have had will stay with you and only grow. You've got the World letting you know that you will make changes. You have to have an end of a cycle in order to start the new one, as many of us have this year. But you have so many opportunities, and you're very, very inclined to move towards those without any hesitation. And then the Three of Swords reverse, meaning the hurts and the misconfusion or miscommunications, even maybe between you two as the Taurus and Pisces, because a lot of people couldn't be together the way they needed to this year. A lot of people had to miss out on important conversations they would have liked to have had, or they just never got them. That's over. That's done. Okay? You get to start 2021 with a clean slate and a clear mind, and definitely guidance with the energies of, well, the air sign of Aquarius now. The major planets all going into that sign, which is exactly about everything I said. The clarity, the ability to talk and communicate better than you have in so many months. And, you know, getting things straight with your life, with your, you know, finances and everything that it involves. That's a beautiful, wonderful blessing and message to end this year, right? Let's end it that way. And by the way, we had the beautiful full moon yesterday in Cancer. The moon is still in Cancer. And it's definitely about emotion and love. It is about exactly how you choose to be vulnerable, to speak about how much you care about those that you love, and to just allow that in and to hold them near and dear to you. And to recognize that in itself, among everything else, to have that love in your life, whatever it is probably one of the best blessings a person can ever have. So to recognize that, to feel it, and that's the kind of emotion you'll be feeling with this Cancer moon energy. If it wasn't yesterday, it'll still trickle on, because those full moons are powerful. A good couple of days before and after usually. But just loving, beautiful family, kind of caring, vulnerable emotions that can come from that. So those are your messages for this highlighted connection. I hope it made sense and it resonates. And it seems absolutely beautiful, leaving the less fortunate aspects and feelings behind. We all need to do that. When it is the air element, every time I read about an air element message, it's always the most quick to change, I guess you could say, you know, like clouds and words and expression. It just, they're said and then they're gone, and then they change, and the moods of it change, and it's an ever-changing process when it's the air element. As our minds are, right? We're always thinking and evolving in that way too. So yes, let us move on to the Oracle messages now. And this is, like I said, for all of the beautiful, beautiful Taurans out there and every connection you may have. And I know you have a lot, because what I didn't say is you can be extremely sociable and you love a good time. I did mention that. You love all the senses, and you love to eat well and taste things and smell things and feel things and have those comforts, and you want to share those with those that you love. So this is for all of that and all of those, okay? And so I absolutely love this deck. It is the Starseed Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell, and the artwork is by Danielle Noel. It is quite astoundingly beautiful, and I think you'll appreciate the guidance that it holds within. So for you specifically, your message for today, December 30th, is, and a lot of them, they're all new to me still, because this is a newer deck. Breath of the Cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Oh my gosh, look at the picture. I've not pulled this one before. I have to laugh though, because the micromanaging the universe, it kind of reminds me of a Taurus thing. They're very bold and very strong in their way, and they're usually very, very informative and very intelligent. So, but the universe, that's taking on a lot, right? My will to thy will. Let me read what it says specifically though from the book for you. I like it already though. My will to thy will. Oops. There was messenger, and then I guess there's just two M's in this one. Let's see where it went. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was the bottom one. Breath of the Cosmos. Whoop, there it is. When we rely only on our own will, we're micromanaging the universe and resisting the natural flow of life. guilty when we're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. Wait. Okay. We're not trusting the mysterious breath of life. We're rejecting the great cosmos intelligence and relying instead on our own personal strength. Well, that's just kind of just a normal thing for a lot of Tauruses. You know, they have that strength and they really don't want to rely on other people if they can help it. But when we do this, we find ourselves attempting to bend things to our will. We spend our time forcing, pushing, and living from a space of trying to. Everyone around us can feel it, and the universe can too. You're being called to stop micromanaging the universe and trust the breath of life, to surrender to the greater will that God has for you, to move from my will to thy will. When you surrender to the greater will of life, you begin dancing with the rest of life. When you bow to the great mystery and say, please use me, please show me the way, little by little, you find yourself living your most fulfilling, authentic life. When you surrender your personal will, when you relinquish control and release the way you think things should be and surrender to the greater will, you will find yourself being led. You begin breathing the breath of life. I'm completely taken in by that. And I think it is appropriate for what's needing to be said to you, Taurus, but I think it affects all of us, you know, and it's such a beautiful, beautiful message. The starseed activation. Place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. Well, if you want to take a snapshot, you can do that and then envision it on your heart. I'll hold it up one more time, because that is pretty profound. I'm willing to stop relying on my own strength and personal agenda and instead surrender to the breath of life. Dear God, help me move from my will to thy will. Please lead me. Please show me the way. Whew, this gets very, very intensely beautiful, but it is so amazingly wonderful, and I hope that you like that, because you deserve that. And I know sometimes you don't need to take the weight of the world, because you do. You know, that's just what you've been used to. But let's now read your beautiful animal medicine cards, and this is your special spirit animal guide message. And we all have them, and animals are essential to our world, our universe, and they're amazing spirits. And they can definitely guide us and protect us and lead us. So let's see what particular medicine cards you get. I've gotten a couple of different ones. Oh, the rabbit. All right, well, let me read to you what it says. This is the picture. It's so sweet. And there's that full moon from last night. Yep, something really special and romantic occurred. I can feel it. And it was perfect for last night's full moon, that's for sure. So I'm happy for you, for those that are knowing what I'm speaking of. Oh, I opened up to rat, so let's see what we got here before that. It must be rabbit, right? Yes. Soft rabbit does not step up to the battle when faced with danger. Many animals use teeth and claws for fighting, but not rabbit, who feigns invisibility or hops away with the quickness. Rabbit is offering you the option to redirect your energy towards safety and ease. You are reminded to continually acknowledge that you are the captain of your ship and to steer your attention and thought cycles towards where you want to be going, not where you are worrying. Rabbit's lesson is medicine for the heart, bringing peace, aligning awareness with tranquility and joy. And the actual words are softness, heart healing, and redirecting. Wow, that's almost that combination of the beautiful Piscean and Taurus together, though. But whatever, I love that too, the rabbit. That's beautiful. So that is your animal message, medicine card message, and I'm going to finish with your super attractor manifestation message, which is just that. Manifesting the life that you choose. You have that ability, we all do. I think you've done it many times intentionally with Pisces and Taurus and whomever else you may, associate with yourself. But this is really, really reminding you just the ability you have for that. But that you have to know that every part of you has to be in alignment with that. Your thoughts, of course, but your feelings will really bring that in. And once again, like attracts like. You know, it has to all be congruent and in a perfect law type of situation, the law of attraction, right? Your beautiful message in closing today, Taurus, and all your love connections is, I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. Whew! And I know you can, and you do, and I love that for you. What a beautiful way to end a love connection reading, right? And not all of them have that in this, so that's a special, special message of love, and I'm excited for you. I'm really grateful for this year to end knowing that, yes, we have a lot to face in the new year, but it's going to be better. It already is. And I just wish that for everyone watching, and I thank you again for being a part of this channel. And until next time, take good care. Bye for now.